Oh, I'm the president of the Utility Workers Union of America, Local 369.
Gotcha. My first prompt for you is if I could have you say, my name is first name, last name, and I stay safe because what? I'll wait for this car to go by and then I'll prompt you. For that van to go by?
Wait, first name, last name, title?
If I could,
No.
nope, just first name and last name.
Yeah,
And I stay safe because.
I got you.
And 3, 2, 1.
Dan Larry. I stayed safe because of the people I worked around that made sure that we all did what we were supposed to do. The senior people that I worked with were always willing to go out of their way to make sure that you were being safe, working safe, and wearing your safety equipment.
So I'm going to have you first say, I am Dan Leary, and then your title.
Okay.
Okay, let's start there.
Go right ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm Dan Leary. I'm the president of Local 369 of the Utility Workers Union of America.
So tell me, Dan, why is safety so important in our business?
We don't make widgets here. What we do for a living is a dangerous job. Every job that we have, there are dangers to it. So we need to show up every day, be vigilant, and make sure that we pay attention to the rules, the safety procedures, and make sure that we put on all our safety gear. The company goes out of their way to give us the best safety equipment you can have. We need to wear it, and we need to pay attention to safety standards.
Tell me, why is working safe important to you personally?
I think every day people come to work, and they come to work with their families on their mind and not necessarily their job on their mind. And the goal is to come into work in one piece and to come home the exact same way you showed up in the morning. And if you do that, you'll always have a good career.
Like that. Yeah. If I could have you. No, it's fine. If I could have you just say, safety is so important.
Okay, safety is so important.
Okay, next one.
All right. Tell me, what is your role in safety? How are you preparing your teams to have that safety mindset?
As the president of Local 369, I try to go out of my way every single day to talk about safety and to make sure that the members are working safe. I emphasize it to the team I work with at the Union Hall every day, and I emphasize it every single time that I have a site visit or we have a membership meeting or even an executive board meeting. I just have to emphasize how important it is that we work safe every single day.
What about during a storm event? Can you talk a little bit about the role safety plays?
Yes, so during a storm event, of course, everybody is hypervigilant about what they need to do, and the most important thing is work safely, but to keep the lights on. And storm events can sometimes be very chaotic, so we try to tell everybody to make sure your most important focus is safety, the safety of what's going on around you, the safety of the weather event you're dealing with, and what you deal with electricity or gas every single day.
Okay. How do you motivate your teams to work safe?
Well, for our team, you know, we're in a union hall, we're in vehicles every day, we're out visiting job sites every day, and we try and push everybody that we see on a daily basis to make sure they're doing everything safely, wearing all their appropriate safety gear, and making sure that when we show up on a job, that we're quick to speak to people if we see something that we don't like or something that shouldn't be going on, to say, hey, you might want to do it this way, or you might want to do it that way, so that we know. We all came from the field. We have 2 underground guys and 2 overhead guys down the Union Hall. We all came from the field. I worked in dispatch for a little while. So we have the experience to be able to say, hey, you need to do this or you need to do that. And we try and make sure that we emphasize that every time we meet with folks.
So I'm going to have you just talk a little bit about why is it important for someone to speak up if they're noticing something that's unsafe?
So having people speak up is, to me, one of the most important pieces of this. As a junior person, sometimes you're afraid to say, hey, I wasn't taught to do it that way, or hey, I'm not sure if that's the right way to do it. And I can't emphasize enough that we are our brothers and sisters keepers, and we need to make sure that we see something, we say something, and we speak up. If something doesn't look right or feel right, call a timeout and ask the question and get the right answer before you move forward.
That was great. That was really good. One more quick thing. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So one question for you is, how long have you been a union president for, or part of the union?
So I was elected vice president of the union in 2005.
Yep.
I was elected secretary treasurer in 2015, and I was elected president in 2022.
So obviously you've been with us for a very long time.
A little bit. I have a few minutes.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that you have spoken with people that have gotten hurt on the job over that long period of time. What have they said now? Are they saying, I should have been safe, I should have taken an extra step, I should have really thought about it, because now I have a life-altering injury, or now I have some injury that gives me back problems 24/7? What do people say?
So sadly, there's two people I can never speak to since I've been president that passed away because of accidents that happened. But the folks that I have seen injured over the years always come back and say, you know, I took that chance I shouldn't have taken. I should have put my gloves on. I should have had my safety glasses on. I wish I did it this way and not that way. And, you know, it's a life lesson, and sometimes it's hard because you're out there every day. You've been doing the job for 20 years, and you think, well, I can cut that corner. That's not going to make a difference. Every corner you cut makes a difference. Some days you just get away with it. So for the most part, when I speak to people that have been injured on the job, they're always saying, you know, that'll never happen to me again, right?
Well, the question to the young kids out there that only have a year of experience and they want to run out there and restore power in 4 minutes, what do you tell them? Slow down.
Pay attention to what you're doing every single minute of the day. It's not about getting the lights back on fast. It's about getting them back on safely and correctly.
So maybe say that again, saying, I tell new employees, just to reinforce the question.
I tell the young kids.
Yeah, I tell the
That's-
young, or the
I tell
young.
No,
young-
so we have the luxury of, at Local 369, as part of our contract, we get to meet with new members.
Okay.
So we get a half hour to meet with new members, and that's always one of the first things that I like to talk about, is that you need to make sure that you're paying attention and that you're listening to the folks that you're working with, because they've been doing this a long time and they're going to help you learn how to do it, but do it safely. And don't just think you got to run into it. Learn the job, know your job, and do your job, and you'll always be safe.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Anything else?
Good.
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 And go home.
That's great.